Hi, we're on math lesson 114 today, and since it's a little bit longer lesson, I am just going to review what the coins are first, and we'll get started then with our math lesson. And so take a look at this and say it with me. This is a quarter, and this man is George Washington. Notice the curl right here, and he has like a ribbon tied around his ponytail. So that can help you tell the difference between the quarter and the nickel, because he has a ponytail too, but his hair does not have that curl in it, and his ponytail has a smaller ribbon. So if you look very carefully, you'll notice the difference. This is a nickel, and it is worth 5 cents, and a quarter is worth 25 cents. And now we're on to this. This is a dime, and it is worth 10 cents. And lastly, we have a penny, which is worth 1 cent. And now we will get started with the next math lesson. You will need the work mats that look like this. It says work mat A for lesson 114. On the back is B, then there's C, then there's D on the back. And you also need your tangrams. And your parents have cut them out, and you should have them in a Ziploc bag like this. Mine are made out of foam, and I am going to tip the camera down so you can see. You want work mat A first. It looks like this. And we'll start with that and the tangrams. I am going to see if I can get this as big as I can. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Okay, so on the side with the star, it says use, and those are the tangrams that you need. And if you look carefully on there, you will see a small triangle, and you put that on top of the small triangle. Next, you need a medium triangle, and you'll put that on top of the medium triangle. And lastly, you will see a large triangle, and you need to put a large triangle on there. You should have 4 more pieces that you're going to just leave in your bag. They stay in your bag. The only pieces you're going to use are these 3. And now you have to figure out, how am I going to get them to fit on there? Ooh, so if I put this on top there, that doesn't look like that fits. So maybe I should turn it a little bit. That helps, but it still doesn't make it quite right. Maybe I'll turn it again. Ooh, now it fits. I turned it so it works right there. Now, I might try this one next. And I don't think it fits there because my other triangle is not that shape. So maybe if I slide it over here. Ooh, but now it looks like I need a rectangle. I think I better take those off. Maybe I should put the biggest piece on first, because if I get that in the right place, it might be easier. So I am going to put this over here. Maybe if I put this there, or should I flip it over? I flipped it over, and look at that. It fits right in there. And then what I have left, is this going to work? If I put that there? No, that doesn't even look like it's going to fit either. I wonder if that fits in the corner. No. See, this is kind of tricky. You keep working on this with me, and I will see if I can fit it in there too. Maybe the long side goes on there. I turned it around. So that's turning. And then, oh, this goes there. And this one goes here. So you can turn them, you can slide them, and you can also flip them over, because some of them work differently if you flip them over. I think that might work more with the parallelogram. Okay, so this is the way I did it. There may be another way, but you have to use only the pieces that are there. So, does yours look like mine now? Take a moment, make sure yours looks like mine, and pause the video if you need to, and then we're going to take those off, turn it over. And now you need some more pieces this time. Let's see if we need all the ones we have ready. So I need a small triangle. Ooh, I need another small triangle. There's my other small triangle. And I need a large triangle. Ooh, I need the other large triangle too. And then I need the medium triangle. So now you want to use these pieces to fit in this rectangle. Please do not use the square or the parallelogram. You want to arrange them, and you can pause this video while you do that, and then I will see if I can get it right, and then we will work together and see if you can do it. So you pause and do it yourself, and there are probably more ways than one to make this work. So if you can figure out a different way, that's fine. But mine works like this. Does yours look like this? With the two big triangles making a square up here, and then the long side of the medium triangle there, and then the two small ones here. Remember, you can turn them, slide them, and flip them over, okay? If you have gotten both of those, you are ready for work mat C and D. So we're going to start with C. You need some different things this time. You need the small triangle, the other small triangle, the square. We get to use the square now. I'm so excited. And the last one is the medium triangle. Now, you're going to put the two big triangles back in the bag with the parallelogram, and so you're not using those. You are just using these. And now you have to use these to fit over here. You may pause the video and try it yourself and then see if you can get it. Mine looks like this with the square on the bottom. I put the medium triangle touching one side and then fit the two smaller ones in here. You could have this flipped so it's the other way, or the square could be on the other end. Any of those work. There might be other ways too, and if you did a different way and it all fits on there, you are good to go. Okay, now we will start with the side D, and make sure you're doing this at your own pace. You can pause the video for as long as you need. If you can't figure it out, just turn it on and look and see where I put mine. We need the large triangle there and the two smaller triangles. Oh, we get to use the parallelogram this time. I'm excited. We haven't used that yet. And then the last one is the medium triangle. So in your bag yet should be the square and one large triangle. Those should still be in your bag. Now you're only going to use these 5 pieces to cover this shape on this side. So you may pause the video and then see what you can do. Remember, the biggest piece, if you can put the biggest piece in first, it usually works best. So I think I'm going to try that. This one is a little more tricky. I'm having a little trouble with this also. So if you're having trouble, it is definitely okay. I am going to try it another way. Ah, that does fit in there that way. Awesome. Finally got that figured out. So now the big triangle I put on the bottom, the medium one goes on the side, and then on the part that pokes up, the parallelogram point is in one corner, and then the two small triangles fit in here. If you figured out a different way, good for you. I don't know. That one was the hardest one. I even had a little trouble with it. So if you had a little trouble with it, it's okay. And you can try these anytime and just do them on your own. Make sure you just use the pieces over here to cover the shape on this side. Please don't use any of the other pieces. Okay, when you're done with that, then it is time to work on the worksheet. So if you have finished that, you're good to go. Then we are going to do this worksheet. And I will adjust the camera in just a minute. There we go. Now we are ready for the worksheet for this page. And make sure all your tangrams are back in the bag. You should have one square in there already and one big triangle. And now add the second big triangle, and then the medium triangle, two small triangles, and a parallelogram. So you should have 7 pieces all together, and zip it shut so that you can keep them for another time. Okay, now we are ready for worksheet 114. You need to put your name on there. And then we are going to get started. There. The first one says color the 20 yellow. So find 20. 20 is sometimes a little tricky for some of you. Some of you have a little problem distinguishing between 12 and 20. So 20 is a 2 and a 0. 12 is a 1 and a 2. So make sure you color the 20 yellow. I will not be helping you with any more. So you want to keep going and pause the video whenever you need to. Let's go on to the next one. It says color the 27 red. 27 is red. Color the 19 blue. 19. Remember, all the teen numbers start with a 1. So then you have to think about what number sounds like that. And so it's 19. So you need a 1 first and then a 9 next. See if you can find that. And we are on to the next one. Color the 22 purple. 22 purple. Color the 17 black. 17 black. Color the 24 orange. 24 orange. Color the 12 brown. Color the 12 brown. And the last one says, color 29 green. 29 is green. Whenever you're done with this side, then you can turn it over. Make sure you pause anytime you need to. You can pause the video so that you can color in the correct things. And when you're done, you are going to fill in the missing squares here, the numbers, and you need to start with the number that comes before 12, which is 11. So 11, 12, 13. Yep, and you keep going and put the missing number in there and make sure you end up at 30. If you need to erase and fix things, that's fine, but make sure you are counting by ones, starting with the number 11. And that's the end of Math Lesson 114.